Hey guys, it's your old pal Tony Giles TG here, welcoming you once again back into the record room. Now, at the tail end of last year, The Cure released their latest album, Songs of a Lost World, and I spoke about it on this channel. I in fact made two separate videos, one talking about how much I enjoyed the album and another comparing different variants of the album because the sound quality was somewhat lacking, shall we say. I ended up, sorry, with three versions here. I have the, what is it called? The retail exclusive, the marble stone version. I have the black vinyl version, and I actually have the 2LP version as well. And out of those three, the 2LP version was definitely the best. I still feel like there was some, not errors, but things could have been done differently. It could have been cut at 45 and spread over 2 LPs. That would have boosted the sound quality somewhat. I'm not sure if it would have made a huge difference, but on my stereo, and this is kind of a blanket statement because everybody's stereos are different. Everybody's room configurations are different. How you listen to your records will probably be different from how I listen to my records. But I have a pretty nice stereo. I'm not gonna lie, I've spent a lot of time and money invested in my stereo, and I do think most things sound pretty good. And I found that the Cure album, while the songs were amazing, it was lacking on vinyl. And even though I did like the 2 LP version, which I believe is a half-speed master, over the other two versions, I still haven't gone back to it on vinyl. Now, I've listened to the album digitally because, weirdly enough, the digital version is quite possibly the best way to listen to the album. Or so I thought, because The Cure recently released a live version of Songs of a Lost World, and I have it right here, Songs of a Live World by The Cure. And what's great is when the album was coming out, The Cure invited, I think it's 3,000. It's not a huge number, especially for a band like The Cure, fans to the venue Troxy in London. I've been to Troxy before. It's a pretty nice venue. And they played the album in full and they recorded it and they've put it out on vinyl. And this is the way I'm going to be listening to this album from now on. I love this version. I absolutely adore this version. And it's only a single disc. It is pressed on black vinyl. It was pressed at Palace, I believe, mastered by Miles Scholl at Abbey Road once again. I don't know what they've done here, but this album just sounds fantastic. It really, really does sound fantastic, at least to my ears on my stereo. The songs sound vibrant. The bass is thick and heavy, and I like that. Robert's vocals are damn near perfect. This is 100% an absolute essential. If you like the last album from The Cure, or I should say the latest album, Songs of a Lost World, get Songs of a Live World. This is a much better way to hear the album and will 100% be the way that I listen to this album from now on. I can't say enough good things about it. I really, really cannot. I'll give you a quick look at the package. It's kind of bare bones, but who needs anything fantastic? You've got a hype sticker on the front. All Cure royalties from Songs of a Live World. The Troxy will benefit War Child, which is fantastic. I purchased my copy, $26.99 I paid for it, which is a very good price for a single disc LP. Odd picture for the back. Very, very dark picture of Robert, but it is what it is. It does come with a printed inner sleeve, which is quite nice. I've obviously replaced this with a polyline sleeve just because I am a want to do that. And here we go, a little bit of information about the show and the album. On Friday, 1st of November 2024, The Cure's Songs of a Lost World was released. To celebrate this long-awaited moment, the band played the album live to 3,000 fans at Troxy in London and to more than 1 million on free global streams. Now, I did actually watch the stream on YouTube and thought it sounded fantastic. I watched it after the fact, but I was really, really impressed. This remixed audio of fan favourites Alone and Nothing Is Forever, A Fragile Thing, I Can Never Say Goodbye and End Song, along with the second ever performance of All I Am Ever and the live debuts of Warsong and Drone No Drone is a cherished souvenir of an extraordinary event. And yeah, I was not there. I cannot claim to have been there. However, I can definitely say that this is a marvelous, marvelous vinyl recording. It really, really is. It has the elements that I wanted from the studio album. They are here in spades. The album sounds brilliant. The vocals are great. The musicians all sound wonderful. I cannot say enough good things about it. This is not a paid ad or anything like that. We don't do that really here. Yeah, I'll talk about some things occasionally if people send them to me, if I enjoy them, but for the most part, the Record Room is about talking about things I want to talk about, which means that you'll get weird videos on like rare dungeon synth or, you know, obscure black metal, things like that. But this Cure album is nothing but a gift. It is absolutely fantastic and has reignited that passion in me to dig into the Cure even more. If you remember on my last couple of Cure videos, I said that I was going to take a journey into some of the other Cure albums and see how I felt. Yeah, and I'd been a kind of cursory fan over the years. I liked the singles and, you know, the odd album track here and there, but hadn't really done a deep dive. Well, I did amass quite a few Cure albums at the tail end of last year, and I haven't got to them yet just because there is so much stuff in here that I still have to really, you know, listen to. And the thing is, I want to take my time and I really want to listen to the albums. One listen doesn't quite cut it for me. You know, I like to listen, maybe take a note or two, you know, things like that. So I know what I'm talking about when I talk about it. And I have to say that an actual high point for me on this album is the third track, A Fragile Thing. It sounds fantastic. It really, really does. It's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant song. And I plan to do more of a deep dive on other Cure albums on this channel. So if you are a Cure fan, maybe give us a like, maybe give us a subscribe if you're not already done so. And let me know in the comments, have you picked up the Live at Troxy album? What do you think? What are your opinions? Do you think this is better than the studio version? I've read some reviews online of people saying they still prefer the studio version. Each to their own, you know. It really is, you know, music is a very wonderful but very subjective thing. So if you prefer the studio version, great. If you prefer the live version, also great. But do let me know in the comments down below. And remember, if you haven't already subscribed, I really would appreciate it. So stay gold and spin those blackest circles.